My name is Rob, and I'm a clinical psychologist at Reigate, and I'm going to be talking about step 7 of the 7 steps to supporting your child back to school. This step is Think You. The COVID lockdown has been a difficult process for any parent or carer, especially if your child has additional needs. Looking after yourself means you can be there for them even more. In the picture, which may be a familiar situation, the instruction at the flight safety briefing is always fit your own oxygen mask before helping your child, and we would say that supporting your child's emotional health works in the same way. It also ensures that you appear as emotionally regulated as possible for your child throughout the transition process, which will help them to also feel that they are in control of the inevitable anxieties of going back. So how do you achieve this? First of all, take a moment and recognize just what you have achieved during lockdown, the challenges that have been faced, and just how much you've coped with. What were the highlights? What did you do that you wouldn't have done without lockdown? What have you learnt about yourself and your family that you wouldn't have otherwise learnt? Then ensure that you take some time for yourself. Consider what helps your own emotional well-being, whether that is taking time for activities that you enjoy or those that help you relax. Try to avoid unhelpful coping techniques such as bottling up any difficult feelings or pulling away from normal systems of support. Scheduling in time for yourself can seem like a luxury, but is vital to ensure that your emotional health is as good as it can be so you can be there as much as possible for your child. And finally, plan a reward for yourself for the point when your child has successfully transitioned back to school. After all, you deserve it. Thank you very much for listening to our webinar, 7 Steps to Supporting Your Child with Going Back to School. We hope you've found it useful. Should you need any further information, there are accompanying resources and information on our Trust website, including the full resource pack that accompanies this webinar. If you require support specific to your child, consider contacting other professionals in your child's network, such as doctor, nurse, or school staff. If you are significantly concerned about the immediate safety of your child or those in your family, you should seek advice from NHS services by dialing 111 or contacting your local GP practice. In an emergency situation, dial 999 or visit the emergency department at your local hospital. We will also be producing a Q&A document with answers to your most common questions about transitioning back to school. Please do send any questions to the email on screen to get yours included. The closing date for this is midnight on the 31st of August 2020 and will be available on our website shortly after. So from the psychology team at Reigate, we wish you and your child the best of luck with the transition back to school, and thank you again for listening.